I'm Terry McCormick, and I'm a leadership researcher and an analyst. And what I do with my life is focus on how to give us the best leaders and the best public policy that we can possibly achieve for ourselves, our families, and the future of the United States of America. We use something at the Center for Leadership called Big Data Analytics. And with that, we literally can scrape the internet, any government documents, speeches, any type of sound, social media, or press releases. When we take the raw data, hundreds of thousands of pieces of data and metadata, we transform it into something usable through content analysis and using keywords and variables that we've put together, we're able to make a more accurate picture. And we're able to hand this information to the American public in a visual deck or an app. We have something called political communication that runs our social media profiles, and especially the press and political candidates. Political communication has one goal: to convince you to not vote for someone or not care about someone or to actually support that individual. It does not give a bean about whether the information is truthful, if it's going to end up helping the American people, if it's going to make a better economic environment for jobs, if it's going to raise living standards for Americans. That is something that research and scientists need to focus on. And that's what makes the Center for Leadership so brand new. Our team is diverse not only in their political views, but also in their academic and real-life backgrounds. We have a former head of research from the business school, a researcher out of the University of Chicago who was part of the groundbreaking research that established an EMT program. And we also have law enforcement and public safety represented with another researcher. Our data team, as I've alluded to, is world-class. We're able to create new models that have never been existed before. They've never come into existence before. They center around sentiments, being able to better understand human nature because of the words, their actions, and their intent, which has been bridged in a model called the Integrity Index. Shocking, in 2016, in our what's called a confirmatory study to see if our models worked, we looked at the 2016 presidential candidates across the primary and the general election. Shocking to our data team was that what was coming out of the American press could not be taken literally. Instead, we were using our sentiment analysis in order to better understand what the American people wanted in their leader for president, and then the candidates themselves in their actions, their words and behaviors as to whether or not they were a Machiavellian leadership type, a transformational leader, a laissez-faire. And we were able to match all of these types of data points, equations, in order to forecast the presidential election about 6 months ahead of time. Why are we not out there bragging? Because we don't believe in political communication, we believe in science. We are a volunteer research group. And as I mentioned, we are not only nonpartisan, we represent every type of scientist related to leadership, public policy, and data interpretation and analysis. We have one goal, and that is to get the best quality information in the hands of the American public so that they can make the best choices on their own without being told how to vote, how to think, or what to do relative to their own lives and their own government. To that end, we do need your help. If we had 1 million voices step forward and donate $1, we would be able to put together an app so that you could see the leadership analysis, what type of leader, and whether or not their integrity index meets your goals for someone you want to elect to serve you in public office.